Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like the Dapper Dawn. Giving them all dressed like $1 million bucks, diamond things in its cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Yeah, listening to me. Put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey, why don't you join in? Steve Harvey, get on, y'all. Better give me some eggs while I listen to Steve Harvey. Won't you join in with me? If you're with me, help me say, turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on, yeah. Turn it on. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. I know y'all can hear me on. Turn it up. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. Yeah. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on. Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Got to turn them out. Steve Harvey turn them on in the morning, y'all. Come on, Steve. Come on. Do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. Y'all listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now, one and only. Steve Harvey. Got a radio show. Okay. Here we go. I was working out. I was talking to a buddy of mine. And I was telling him something that Bishop T.D. Jakes told me one time. I heard him say it. He said, I would hate to die and not do the thing that I was born to do. I would hate to die and not do the thing that I was born to do. Man, oh man, oh man. Man, that hit me like a pile of bricks, man. Because it made me feel so grateful that God has allowed me to live my life this way. Now, and I'm talking about grateful for all of it. The good, the bad, and the ugly. And I have had all of them. The person you see today, it ain't always who I was. It was on the inside of me, but it hadn't externalized itself, if that's a word. It hadn't been brought out. It was in here, but it was under development. Who I am today was a process. But like I said before, don't trip. He ain't through with me yet. Even today, I'm still an imperfect soldier for Christ. Today, I still fall short, oftentimes. But I'll tell you what, I'm ever grateful for the life I have. And you know what? I want to encourage everybody today to explore your possibilities. I mean, man, explore your possibilities. Why would you not want to find out, discover, or know what it is God got for you? Why would you not want to achieve or accomplish all of your possibilities? Now, as I ask you this question, I want you to know that the devil is busy, that he plays mind tricks. So as you hear this, I already know he's saying to some of y'all, yeah, Steve, that's easy for you to say, but I done got myself in this situation right here. Ain't nothing too hard for God. Nothing. Nothing. And see, so as you listen to me, try to get your mind open to this. Why would you not want to explore all of your life's possibilities? What's possible with your life? And I'm talking about from right where you are right now. I'm not asking you to change. I'm not asking you to do anything. I'm telling you, this is a fact, that God can get you from right where you are right now. Broken, misled, misguided, misunderstood, mistaken, all of that, misfortunate, all of the misses you've been talking about in your life. You know, I missed the lottery. I missed my ride. They fired me. I missed the deadline. I didn't get it. People just miss themselves to death. If you've been all them misses, God can get you from right where you are. God a home run hitter. I'm here to tell you that. He's a home run hitter. He's a put him over the wall whenever he want to, all the time. And you can be a recipient of some of these home runs. He'll put the bat in your hand, but you got to swing. Now listen to me. You got to stop feeling sorry for yourself. You got to stop holding yourself down with beating yourself up. He won't hold you down about it if you don't hold yourself down about it. But I'm going to tell you one more time, the devil is busy. So what the devil do is he make you think you ain't worthy. He make you think that you've done something so despicable that you can't come back from it. He makes you feel like you so low you can't go up high. He knock you down and make you feel like you've been knocked down harder than anybody else. You can't get up. He roll you so deep down in that ditch you can't see over the edge. God can come get you from no matter where you are. I'm telling you, man, you ain't in no hole too deep for God. Magic Johnson will tell you that. Listen to me. You ain't in no hole too deep for God. Steve Harvey can tell you that. You ain't in a hole too deep for God. Tyler Perry can tell you that. I can name you some people. Bishop Jakes can tell you that. I could tell you, Kenneth Ulmer can tell you that. Bishop Kenneth Ulmer. I could tell you some people. Kirk Franklin can tell you that. Donnie McClurkin can tell you that. I just know some people personally, man, that done been in a hole. Joel Osteen can tell you about it. I know some people, man, been down, been in a hole so deep. I bet you Paula Dean can tell you about it. See, but you know what? Then here we go. See, we don't like to talk about that because now we want everybody to pay extra hard for some mistakes they made. When clearly, and excuse me for being a new Christian, but there is a prayer that I've been saying since I was a little bitty boy, and it took me till I was a grown man to understand it. Forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. So see, it ain't my job to hold nobody down, to keep my knee on somebody's neck. Who am I? I'm going to need some forgiveness in a second here, probably today. See, so all this, you holding people down with the way you feeling about them, and she shouldn't have said this, and she'll never get it. I'll never support this again. Man, get up. Get up and get real. You for real? You think you ain't finna need forgiveness real soon? You ain't finna make a diabolical mistake in your life? You don't think you are? I have. Thousands of them. Probably gonna make a few hundred more before I get up out of here. So I've decided to be in the forgiving business because I want God to forgive my trespasses as I forgive those who trespass against me. You understand? See, excuse me for being a new Christian. I get tired of talking to people, man, supposed to be saved and talking about they're Christian. I don't want that type of religion, man. I ain't in that no more. I ain't in that. You can call me wrong if you want to. Say it how you want to say it. I ain't in that no more. I ain't in all that. You can feel how you want to feel about me, but I got proof that God work in my life. You know, I can't hardly get it out sometimes when people ask me something about deep on the inside of me, about my soul and how I used to be and my journey and my trip, because people don't know the trip I've been on. Well, you may have been on one worse than me. But you know what? You ain't in a hole too deep God can't get you out of. Man, I want people to remember that, man. God is a redeemer. He the great I am. So if you ain't got nothing now, what you asking for? You know, you might not have nothing because you ain't asking for nothing. Quit asking God to get you out of debt and ask God for a life of abundance. Then you take the money and you get out of debt. You keep asking to get out of debt. You keep being in debt to get out of. Come on, man. What you asking God for? I'm just tripping today. That's all. I'm sorry. I apologize.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let me have your attention, please. Yesterday's show was dedicated to military people. Today, we're dedicating today's show to all chicken farmers. That's right.
Okay.
They don't get enough love around here. We're doing this for chicken farmers today. The love that some of us have for chicken and to never have shown the appreciation to chicken farmers, I think it's a damn shame. So today, to all chicken farmers, I'm talking about for the fried chicken, for all the fried chicken restaurants, for the chicken fight going down with Popeyes and Chick-fil-A, just for your grandmama's fried chicken, for the chicken in every restaurant, just the chicken that's just available. It's just a wonderful thing to have. Man, God, give us thank you for chicken farmers around this world. Ladies and gentlemen, call it for real.
Good morning, Steve Harvey. I am with you. You know the chicken farmers are up this morning with us early. Morning.
Junior.
Thank you, Unc. Thank you, chicken farmers, for all the chicken that you give us. We love y'all.
Nephew Tommy.
In the words of a Hoodie Award winner, I thank the Lord for making them chickens.
Shirley's out today. She's still under the weather.
She is. Yeah.
It's really just Shirley don't never take no time off. She just doing her sick days. That's what this is.
Oh, is that what it is?
Is she getting them in? How can she really be sick, though?
No, I don't recommend leaving your sick days on the table.
You don't?
Get them.
No, you don't. No, definitely. That's not what you do. No.
He used heels and summer hours. That's
Yeah.
what he did.
Every day, I'm entitled to be off with pay. I take them all.
On all your
We
jobs,
know.
did you ever leave vacation time on any of your jobs? No.
Hell no. I've been
Remember
threatened
back
to
in the day-
suspend for staying the extra day because I told them I forgot I was supposed to be back.
No, gosh.
Yeah, took an extra day.
Remember when you used to carry over your days? Remember that?
Yeah, to the next year, huh?
Mm-hmm.
That's like on the phone company when you had them rollover minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those were the good old days, huh?
Them the good old days, baby.
Yeah, no.
That's
So
out.
how you feeling?
You know, I'm actually wonderful, man.
Tuesday
Told
morning?
y'all I
yeah.
was out playing golf last weekend, so I'm recovering from that pretty good. I'm just trying to get my body now to where, you know what I've decided to do at 62? I'm just going to get in the kind of shape where my body handles soreness better from the times when I'm, do work out and haven't worked out in a while and stuff like that.
Did you play pretty good this weekend?
Yeah, I learned a little bit. Not really good, but I'm better than I was. So, but then I'm tell you what, man, I'm better than the average player because the average player can't break 100. So I play better than that guy. But
Well, that's good to know. Well, coming
Ain't
up at
nothing
32
else.
after the hour, we'll talk more about golfing with Steve, and we have your favorite segment, Steve, Ask Steve.
oh, here we
coming
go.
up
Come on, let's go.
Right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up in about an hour, you guys, Morris Chestnut will be our special guest. He will tell us about the new season, of his new hit TV show, The Resident, premiering tonight on Fox, and we can't wait for that, Morris Chestnut, ladies. But right now, it's time for Ask Steve. Steve, you love this segment. This is where we ask you questions, the crew. So I'll start it off.
Okay.
You guys think about it.
Okay.
Tommy and Junior, I'll start it off. Here we go, Steve. What is something that was a large part of your identity when you were younger, but isn't anymore?
Stealing candy.
What did you
You've
just say?
outgrown that, have you?
You had
Large part of my identity growing up. As I grew up,
Candy thief.
stealing candy became not so.
Yeah.
My daddy found out I stole something one time. My daddy knocked my ass out. I ain't stole nothing since, so That was
What did you steal? What kind of candy? What was your favorite?
Anything that wasn't behind that counter.
It was out front. It was out front. It's fair game.
Oh yeah. I'd be at the grocery counter with my mama, just be eating. We be in line, I go up there and get one, just be eating, and mouth full of chocolate, trying to help and swallow.
So she won't catch you.
Man, I got so many beatings for that right there. Yeah. So that was one of the things I probably have to get. Next question.
All right. Let me do it. Let me jump in.
Okay.
What? Let me think of something. What makes you immediately suspicious of someone?
That's a good one.
When a person comes up to me talking about the Lord wanted me to tell you something. No, seriously.
They'll do it in a minute.
Dog,
You get that a lot, don't
do
you?
you have somebody come up to you like that?
Yeah.
I'm so glad I ran up into you. The Lord wanted me to tell you something. And then there's always be something with a negative tint to it. It's always
really?
something.
Yeah.
Oh, man, it ain't ever nothing, I mean, every now and then I got some spiritual people who text me all the time with positive reinforcement.
Okay.
But just people at random. I'm so glad I saw you. The Lord put it on my heart and wanted me to tell you this. You remember that time you said this? I don't.
Okay.
But go ahead. And then you said that. Well, that wasn't true. And I just wanted to be able. I said if I ever saw you, I'd tell you that. First of all, God's voice has no sin in it. So God ain't told you to tell me nothing negative. And that's the thing that I'm always suspicious of. When, especially if it's a person I don't know. Because I kid you not, I talk to God every single day, several times a day. He did not mention that you would be coming up to me today.
with all of this.
And we cool. Yeah, he ain't give me no forewarning about you. Next question.
All right.
Okay, Junior.
What does happiness really mean to you?
My family. My family, man, is when I'm happiest, man. When I see my family enjoying themselves, especially if it's a benefit from some work that I've put in, a vacation that I can afford for them, watching them partake of, the benefits of them going to school and getting educated and watching them grow. That's the greatest form of happiness for me at this stage of my life is my family.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah, nothing's bigger than that for me. I kid you not. It doesn't matter. I've got all the awards I need. You know, it's all for them.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Well, here's a good one. Here's one. What is your biggest regret from your teen years? I don't know why I'm obsessed with your childhood and teen years today, but that's my question. What is your biggest regret from your teen years?
Michelle Pierce.
Who?
Michelle
Pierce? Her?
You always
What about
go back.
Michelle Pierce?
Michelle Pierce.
The name.
He
would
must
not
have
give
been
me-
cold.
Dog, she would not give me the time of day, dog. She was my friend, but every time a dude walked her home, man, I'd be in my window just looking, man. Boom, doo, doom, boo, doom, doom, doom,
Lord,
blue,
I hear
doom,
you.
doom.
Just my imagination.
Blue, doom, 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 doom. Ooh.
Oh, Lord, he harmonized it too.
Ooh. Ooh. Boom.
Is this when you first started feeling ugly?
Yeah, no, I felt ugly before that. Before that. But she had overlooked it. She would talk to me. She wouldn't, squint her eyes or nothing when we were talking. So
With her eyes.
she was, when you look at
You
that
gotta
ugly
look at
person,
people.
and you squint a little bit so you can put your eyelashes between them and you so it kind of make it look fuzzy. You know how you used to put Vaseline on the movie screen lens to show white women make them look luxurious back in the day?
Okay.
And you look
I
at an
never knew
ugly
that.
person,
Okay.
you put your eyelashes between you and them, they don't look as. So she used to look at me without squinting, so I kind of figured, she could deal with it.
Yeah, she could tolerate you. You are crazy.
Yeah. Next question.
What movie or TV quote do you use most often? You know I'm gonna ask you something about the movie. So yeah.
You can't handle the truth.
A few good men.
Quit asking me, because you can't handle the truth. I've used that more than anything. And it's such a true statement for me.
Jack Nicholson.
You can't handle the truth.
Yeah, that was
a scene.
Daddy, just
classic.
tell me the truth. You can't handle it.
Oh, that's true.
That's pretty good. All right, Junior, you want to close it out, or you done?
All right, let me ask you this,
Quickly.
though. Best thing you can get for $400. Just best thing
Best thing you can get for $400? Box of cigars.
Wow.
That ain't bad. That ain't bad.
I'm not mad at that. All right.
Come on,
All right,
boy.
coming up, the nephew is here. We'll run that prank back, Steve, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour in entertainment news, Real Housewives of Atlanta star Kenya Moore and her husband, Mark Daly, split after 2 years of marriage.
What?
So sad. So
Already?
sad. Yeah. Yeah, that's
messed up,
yeah.
Hey, Kenya.
That is,
Junior.
didn't take you long.
Junior hollering already.
Yeah.
You
And
thinking.
Jennifer Lopez, check this out. Did you guys see her? She rocked her updated version of that iconic Versace
Yeah,
dress.
send that.
y'all-
I mean, no, I didn't see that.
Send it to all of us right now.
All right. But coming up, come on, nephew, it's on you. What you got?
Change.
Bring back.
Change for 100. Let's go. Change for 100 right now.
Hello.
Hello, I'm trying to reach Regina, please.
Speaking.
Hello?
Yeah, speaking. This is Regina.
Okay, hey, you did a bachelor party for me and my boys like about 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
Sean, you remember Sean?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Now listen, when you was doing a lot of lap dances at night. You remember that?
Yes. So, how did you get my number? How can I help you? You need a party done? I mean, what do you need?
Okay. Well, no, it ain't nothing like that. I was saying, you did a lot of lap dances. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Okay. Well, listen, that night I was at the party. You did some lap dances for me, but
Okay.
what I wanted to tell you was that the lap dances you had did was $10. Am I right?
Right. You would be correct. Yes.
Okay.
They were $10.
The lap dances was $10, but I thought I gave you a $10 bill when I really gave you $100.
Okay.
So, I need. Actually, the reason why I called you was I'm trying to get that. I'm trying to get that $90 back.
Wait a minute. Let me ask you something. First of all, how did you get my number?
Well, the dude that
Who is dude?
that threw the the guy that hooked y'all up as far as doing the bachelor, Billy. Billy the ones that got y'all to come and do the bachelorette party.
Okay.
But what I'm trying to, tell you is that I got the number from him,
Okay.
and he told me that I could call you and try to just talk to you about it.
Okay. And you want me to give you
See, I gave
$90.
you. I had tipped you. I was really finna pay you $10, but it was a $100 bill. So what I'm saying to you is that I want to get the other $90 back.
I'm not giving you no damn $90.
Excuse me?
I'm not giving you your damn $90. Hell, when you gave me that $100.
Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on. I don't even think you understand. I wasn't trying to give you all that money at one time. I need to get that money back from you.
I don't think you understand.
$10. That's it. The other $90 belong to me. I ain't get my change back from you.
I'm not giving you no change back. That $90 was a damn tip. I'm not giving you back.
Don't nobody be giving you no damn $100 at one time. What's wrong with you?
I'm not giving you no damn $90 back. Yeah, you should watch what you was doing.
You're going to give me my $90. Look, I done already told you I wasn't even trying to give you this money. I was trying to give you $10. That's what I was trying to give you.
I'm not giving you a damn thing back. You're not getting nothing. Hell, you should be at home with your wife and your kids.
Hey, lady, listen. You don't even understand what's going on right here.
Lady, you should have been there.
I wasn't trying to, wasn't nobody trying to give you no money. This is a misunderstanding. I need to get my $100 back. Now, look, I'm already saying I was given 10, but 90 of that belonged to me.
I'm not giving you no damn man. Have you lost your mind? You calling me, waking me up, talking about giving you $90. I'm not giving you that. Have you lost your mind?
I'm going to give you a tip, but I ain't giving you no $90 tip.
You did. You got no $100.
All I'm giving you is $10. Look, hey, lady, look, I'm not going to sit here and go at it with you all this. Look, I want to get my $90 back from you.
No. First of all, if you call me later one more time, I'm going to come find you and kick your Second of all, I'm not giving you no damn $90 back. Thanks for the tip. You should have been there the first place like I said. Keep your at home next time.
Hey, lady, on the real, I ain't trying to go back and forth with you. I'm saying it's been a mistake. I wasn't trying to give you no $100. All right, so when I give you a $100 bill, that was a mistake. I just want my money back. Ain't nobody tripping with you. Give me my money back.
I'm not giving you a damn thing back. I'm not giving you back. That's your problem. You need to go home and tell your wife what you did with the extra $90.
So I'm not trying to get your whooped. I told you I want my $90 back.
I'm not giving you a thing. I'm not to come find me then. Come find me. Come find me. Come find me then. If you want to get $90 back, come find me.
I'm trying to be nice to you. I'm not trying to get your whooped behind $90. I want my money from you.
What my? I want you with my. I want you to don't you bring your up in here. I'm going to give you something. I ain't going to be no damn $90. I bet you that one.
When are you going to pay me my $90?
I'm not giving you no damn $90. Don't ask me that. No, I'm not giving you no $90. Thank you for the damn tip. You ain't getting.
You gonna give me my $90. You gonna do that?
You come in here for that really want your change back. Please, you better get your off my phone before I come cut your. What the do you think I am? Don't call me with this.
Hey, I got one more thing I want to tell you. You listen to me?
Hell no, I'm still listening to your podcast.
Are you listening to me? I got one more thing I need to say to you.
No, you can kiss my.
I got one more thing I need to say to you. Are you listening to me?
Hell no, don't call me with that. I ain't listening to you. I don't give a damn what you got to say. You can kiss my with your punk.
I said I got one more thing to say to you. Are you
listening to me? What you got to say? What is it? What is it?
This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked by your girlfriend.
Who is this?
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Tommy, they'll make you get your killed. I'm going to cut you in.
You all right, baby? Are you all right?
Yeah, I'll be all right when I kick your and that'll be good.
I do what I do when I do what I do when I do when I do, you know? That's what I do.
Yeah.
So I did that.
You play too much. Too much.
Something really wrong. I am headed to Tampa, Florida, hanging out with my boy, the one and only Mr. Will Packer. I will be hosting a gala for Will's church. 125 years of service in the church. That ain't bad, isn't it? 125 years old.
That's great,
church.
man.
Thank you, Nephew. Coming up at the top of the hour, entertainment and national news.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at 34 minutes after the hour, our special guest. Ladies, get ready. Morris Chestnut will be here. Can't wait to talk to him. But first, in today's entertainment news, check this out, guys. This is really sad. Real Housewives of Atlanta star Kenya Moore and her husband Mark Daly have called it quits after just 2 years of marriage. Kenya released a statement saying, "It is with profound sadness that I regret to inform my fans that I'm divorcing my husband, Mark Daly." Kenya went on, she told People magazine, "Due to recent and ongoing circumstances, I can no longer continue in the marriage." And then she went on to say, "My sole concern and focus will always be with my daughter, Brooklyn, her miracle baby. Junior," you know what? There's some rumors out on some of the blogs that are saying that Kenya is actually Mark's second wife. and that he had other kids from a previous marriage. Now, that's a rumor. Don't know if that's completely true, but...
Yeah, but what that got... I mean, if that's true, what...
I don't know if she knew that. It seems like the rumor is trying to say that she didn't know these things because her and her husband was just on the Tamron Hall show last week, and she was talking about he was the love of, her life and her husband. So it's just some weird stuff, weird rumors going on about that. So it's just really sad to see their marriage.
I wish they could work through it because,
Me too.
Marriage is a fight, man.
Yeah. It's work.
It's a lot of work, and it's not, when I say it's a fight, it's a fight worth having a lot of times. If you're with the right person, you got to fight for your marriage sometimes, If you're with the right person, it's not smooth sailing. I don't care what anybody portrays it out to be.
Right.
It's not smooth sailing. Nothing is. Your job
it's not a
ain't
bed of
smooth
roses every day.
No,
It's just not.
There's some days where it's the greatest thing ever happened to you. And then there's some days you be looking upside the head going, the hell I married him for? The hell did I marry him for?
Yes,
I'm pretty sure Marjorie has looked at me several times and went, why did I marry? He crazy. My husband is crazy. I know
my wife done said, I know.
I think she used another term, though.
Hey.
Like what? Like what, Steve?
I
what?
don't know. I'm just thinking. I don't think crazy it, though.
Yeah. So, I don't know. It's really sad about Kenya and Mark. Hopefully, I don't know. Maybe they can do some kind of reconciliation, turn things around.
But, for her to go on, I think, but this reality thing, this whole...
Reality
my
television.
Fans, I'm sorry. It brings me great regret. Hey, stop writing your story. Just, live your life. Everybody ain't got to know everything about you because you might get a chance to work this out if you keep it out the public eye.
Well, she's back on reality. They're shooting the current season or the next season of Real Housewives of Atlanta. So she's a reality star. So her life is out there. She put it out there. Once you be on reality,
decided to do that.
I'll tell you
TV, that's it. So before we run out of time and we have to go to Miss Ann, let's talk about this. Did you guys see 50-year-old Jennifer Lopez close out the Versace fashion show in Milan? It was this past Friday, wearing an updated version of the iconic green tropical dress that she wore to the Grammys back in 2000. Go, J-Lo, go. That's a bad girl right there.
Yes, it is.
Did y'all see it?
Yeah, I saw it.
Yes.
Saw it.
I've saved it in my phone. Yes, I have it.
You better delete it.
Hey, man.
All right, we have to also say congratulations to Terrence Howard. He's getting a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. He was saying some crazy stuff at the Emmys, red carpet interview and all that. But anyway, come on, Steve, it's time for the headlines.
Do a A and B select on the ass, Terrence. Let them know, doggy. And as far as the J-Lo outfit, I have no comment. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Ann Tripp.
Somebody wants to stay out of trouble. Okay, this is Ann Tripp with the news, and good morning, everybody. Now the serious stuff. A soldier stationed at Fort Riley in Kansas under arrest for allegedly distributing bomb-making instructions online and also threatening to attack a bunch of people in places, including an unnamed news network. Authorities say 24-year-old Jared William Smith also used Facebook to talk about possibly assassinating Democratic presidential hopeful Beto O'Rourke and about joining the far right-wing fighters in the Ukraine. If convicted, this guy, Jared Smith, faces up to 20 years in prison. The president addresses the UN General Assembly later on this morning in New York City. At the UN yesterday, Trump, who at first said he would not attend the climate change conference, did stop by for about 15 minutes, and then he held his own event, one very popular with one of his key constituencies, evangelicals, Trump pledging to support religious freedom in all places and all over the world.
We're urging every nation to increase the prosecution and punishment of crimes against religious communities. There can be no greater crime than that.
And Trump says that the U.S. would commit $25 million to protect religious freedoms and religious sites from attacks. In Orlando, Florida, a 6-year-old girl was taken out of school last Thursday and actually arrested because she had a temper tantrum. 6-year-old Kyla Roll is black. Her grandmother, needless to say, is very, very upset.
They say, what do you mean she was arrested? Say there was an incident and she kicked somebody. She's arrested and she has a charge. No 6-year-old child should be able to tell somebody that they had handcuffs on them And they were riding in the back of a police car and taken to a juvenile detention center to be fingerprinted.
In order to arrest the child under 12, cops have to have a watch commander's approval, but there was no such okay. So the school resource officer who okayed little Kyla's arrest has been suspended right now. Marilyn Kirkland, that's the grandmother, she says her granddaughter was photographed for a mugshot even and charged with battery. And wait a minute, I ain't finished. Kayla is also supposed to report to court October 16th, and if she doesn't appear, Orlando police say a warrant is going to be issued for the first grader's arrest. That's in Orlando, Florida. Authorities say that a former NBA player named Andre Emmett killed early Monday morning in Dallas by two men. They're still looking for them. Actor Sid Haig has died. The pockmarked face actor was in several Jackie Brown, Pam Grier movies. One, he was pretending to be a pilot who she was interested in. And I'll tell you about that later on this morning, but he was 80 years old. Now back to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Steve, Orlando police have suspended a school resource officer. Now, this story has been trending all on social media this past weekend. Dennis Turner, who was arrested, both a 6-year-old and an 8-year-old, these students, elementary school students. Now, these arrests, they were on two separate incidents, but folks are outraged about this story. The 6-year-old little girl was arrested, taken in handcuffs in a back of a police squad car to a juvenile assessment center.
Oh, my God.
Now, once she was there at the facility, another officer, that's right, Junior, be shocked and outraged about this. Another officer found out that there was no approval for this arrest. The police said you must get approval from your supervisor to arrest a child under the age of 12 years old. Now, according to multiple news outlets, the 6-year-old, her name is Kaya or Kier, I'm not sure of her pronunciation. They said she threw a tantrum at school, kicked a girl or kicked a staff member, and her grandmother was just upset. I saw her interview on CBS News, and she said, how do you arrest a 6-year-old child? The grandmother went on to say that her granddaughter suffers from sleep apnea, and there's an internal investigation pending on this officer's actions. So what do you guys think about?
Something's going to happen because you can't. That's a traumatic thing to handcuff a child that young, a girl or boy, but a girl and an officer. What 6-year-old can't you handle?
Right.
Yeah, you ought to be able to handle that.
Yeah. Look, I'm not the baddest guy in the world, but I'm going to go out on the limb here.
Yeah.
There ain't a 6-year-old living can whoop my ass. I'm just going to, I don't want to go too far.
Yeah.
Boy, I got 3 sons, 28, 27, and 22. I can assure you, on their best day, I'm more hell than they ever wants to encounter.
Yeah.
No, I promise you that.
No.
Yeah.
But this is your way of disciplining a child, the 6-year-old. Put her
Are you
in
nuts?
handcuffs.
And then take her to a detention center?
Detention center?
Hey, man, this is not how you teach a 6-year-old a lesson. You can scar them mentally, man, with this type of move. They can't even comprehend that. Handcuffs. Yeah. I don't even know no cuffs that fit a 6-year-old.
Right. Steve.
Hell, there's people that slip out of cuffs that's grown-ass men because they so skinny. This dude right here. What kind of training he done took? With all the training, you mean to tell me nothing in his mind clicked and said, hold up, man, this is a 6-year-old little girl. Maybe I shouldn't put her in this car and take her down here.
Ain't none of that come out.
Yeah. What kind of... Oh, this is very traumatic, just like you said, Steve. So if you want to comment on this story, you can go to steveharveyfm.com.
Can I say one last thing?
Up,
he lucky he didn't arrest the wrong person's child.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah.
That's a blessing for him.
Coming up, 34 after the hour, our special guest, Morris Chestnut, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Hey, y'all, as promised, our special guest is on the phone. He's an acclaimed actor. My man really don't need no introduction because he's family on this show, man. He starred in so many great films and TV series, but we know and love him for his groundbreaking role as Ricky in Boys in the Hood, Lance in The Best Man and Best Man Holiday. Well, presently, he's joined the cast of The President on Fox excuse me, the resident on Fox.
Somebody needs to join the president.
Yeah, somebody needs to be on there because our president on Fox is messing it up. And the resident returns tonight, Tuesday, September 24th at 8 p.m. Eastern on Fox. Let's find out more about this new season of The Resident. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for our man, the one and only Mr. Morris Chestnut.
Hey, thank you guys for having me. Thank you for having me.
What up, Morris?
How you doing? I'm good. How you guys doing?
Man, we real good, man.
We're doing real good.
Brother, you always working.
You know, I've been very blessed in my career to work so consistently for so long. And, you know, I'm very blessed, but I always treat everybody with respect from the PA to the top director, actor, whatever on set. So, you know, they keep bringing me back.
Wow. That's real. Hey, man, well, let's talk about the show, man, because The Resident, this is his third season tonight on Fox.
Yeah.
And you're on the cast, and you play Dr. Barrett Kane, ruthless, intimidating neurosurgeon.
Yes,
never heard of that before. Ruthless and intimidating neurosurgeon. I'll cut your damn brain out. Dr. Barrett Kane thinks he's Superman physician. Tell us about the role, man. What is it?
Yeah, this is a really, really fun role for me because he's so much different than I am. He really does have a God complex, and he thinks he can do no wrong. And basically, what he does is, so at this particular hospital that he's at, he, instead of being really concerned about the patient's care, he's more concerned about the billing that he can get for the hospital. So if a patient may need a surgery that's less invasive, that wouldn't cost as much money, he would recommend a surgery that would be more invasive to bill more money for the hospital.
He's about that money then, huh?
He's about that money. Yeah, he's about that money.
Yeah, J. Anthony Brown, how you doing, sir? Now, would you rather play comedy or being a mean person? Which one do you prefer?
You know what? I prefer this job right now because it's fun. No, I would. But first of all, I mean, comedy is not my thing really, and but I mean, I do enjoy playing this character because he does and says things that me personally, Morris would not say or do, and it's just fun just to just step in his shoes for a little while, have fun with him, then put him away when I go home for the day.
Be mean and go home. All right.
Yeah, exactly. Be mean and go home.
Hey, Morris, so let me tell you, man, you've built a career, been a symbol out there, sex symbol, ladies' man.
Yes.
So in this role as Dr. Kane, are you still a ladies' man while you trying to make all this money for the hospital?
Yeah, that's the thing. He's obsessive. He's obsessive about his work in the billing. He's also obsessive about his vices. And women happen to be one of his vices as well.
Do you ever get a role where you don't get none? Because in every role, you get some. Is that?
I can't stand for the ladies, Morris.
Yeah, it's a ladies' man.
No, he doesn't.
Well, Morris, let me tell you this. I ain't ever had a role for. I ain't got nothing. Ever. They get me off screen as soon as possible. Tell your little joke with your big ass nose and let's get on out the
way. Steve.
Hey man, listen. Hey man, the show is a hit. It's back for the third season at 8 p.m. Eastern on Fox, man. We're gonna all tune in, man. You've been a cold soldier in the game, man. I just want to thank you, man, for just holding it down the way you have. Being such an example of what this business could be for those who stay true to the cause, man. So congratulations, Morris.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for having me on. I always appreciate you guys having me on.
All right, everybody, The Resident, Tuesday night, 8 p.m. tonight on Fox. Make sure you check it out. Morris Chestnut, everybody.
All right.
Coming up next, Nephew Tommy with today's prank phone call right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after. Get ready. Today's Strawberry Letter. The subject is, I want to live with all 4 women.
Hell yeah.
Come on.
I mean.
So stupid.
Yeah.
Very stupid and you stupid too.
Yeah.
Yes, both.
Who don't want to?
I would like
nobody.
Boy,
Come on.
You ain't understanding the pain that's gonna come with that. That sound good the first night.
No, about the first month, huh? About the first month, really, though.
Anyway, come on with your prank
There's gonna be a lot
phone
going
call.
on that
Let's
first
go.
month.
I ain't never
Prank
had
phone
four women
call.
want me at the
Let's
same
go.
time.
You ain't never had.
All at the same time? Oh, I've been passed off. Now, come on now. Oh, no, you have his ass. I've had that said to me.
What you say, Junior? He's winning.
4 women in a row.
Yeah. Oh, man.
All right, I got a prank for
Tommy,
you. Here it
let's
is. Your husband's prescription is ready.
Hello.
Hello, how you doing? This is Pharmacy. My name is Brian. I'm the tech here. Is Mr. Is it Donovan? Is he available?
No. What can I help you with?
Well, he dropped his prescription off about an hour ago. We wanted to call and let you guys know that the prescription is ready.
Prescription for what?
Well, he dropped off a prescription. I'm assuming he must have. It looks like the doctor just wrote this prescription today, so I'm assuming he. It seems like he would probably need this pretty soon. So I wanted to let you guys know it's ready.
Okay, and what exactly did he get a prescription for?
It's amoxicillin.
Amoxicillin.
Amoxicillin. We've got him at least 15 tablets. If he could take 2 tablets a day.
Wait, hold on.
Pretty
I'm sorry.
much
Wait, your name
clear
is
up.
Brian, right?
My name is Brian. Yes, I'm the technician here at the pharmacy.
Okay, well, okay, Donovan, that's my husband. Let me make sure you have the right Donovan because, can we check the birthdays? Are you allowed to do that with me?
Oh, definitely. It's 74. Is that correct?
Yes. Okay. And so what exactly is amoxicillin for?
Amoxicillin is an antibiotic, ma'am, so any type of small infections of some sort, diseases or whatever, it pretty much cures it.
So you telling me this nasty then got something and went and got it on my... First off, he went and seen the doctor and got a prescription under my insurance. This trifling and he went and got something. You know what? That Brian, I'm coming down there. I'll pick up the medicine. I'll get it. And if he wants that medicine, he'll check in with me at my counter because I got to check that he done wrote that his not cash. I'm going to beat the hell out this. He do not know. He does not even... You know what? We brought in a New Year's...
I'm sorry. You're Miss... What? Can I call you by your first name? What's your name?
No, call me Miss. That's fine. Just call me Miss. No, call me Miss.
Okay. First of all, I want to apologize. I had no idea that you were not aware of the actual prescription that we've just filled for him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just on a personal note, I'm just curious. Is there a possibility maybe you could have given it to him?
Brian, no, the you didn't. You done lost your little mind. Now, first off, you don't call my phone. First off, no, I'm glad you called my phone to tell me it's my insurance. That's why. And then you gonna accuse me of giving that nasty something. Are you screwing him? Don't you ever in your life call somebody's phone. And this is a courtesy call. It's none of your business what's going on in my okay? None of your business. You get out of my legs. That ain't none of your business. And you ain't got nothing to answer your question. I got something for your and his. He want to come home with STDs, and you want to ask me if I gave him STDs? Oh, okay. Where's your manager? Let me speak to your manager.
Ma'am, I'm not trying to be unprofessional. I was just asking a personal question. I should not have asked you something like that, and I do apologize. Should we expect someone to pick up the prescription?
I just told you I'm gonna be picking that up. I'm gonna come in there. You know what, Brian? You'll know who I am because I got a couple words for your. And I still want to speak to your manager. You were very unprofessional, and I don't appreciate you coming at me. I'm trying to eat. You called me, tell me he didn't got me a STD, didn't ask me, did I give it to him? And you all up in between my...
No, I'm not trying to get all in between your legs, ma'am. Apparently that's not the place to be, considering you guys need amoxicillin, but nevertheless...
You didn't lost your mind. You know what? Brian, I still got some firecrackers left from the first, and guess what? I'm going to light the up, You don't play games with me. You do not even know. You do not know me. You don't know who I am. You don't know who I know and what I got. I got something for y'all. What is this prescription at? Because I know it's not the one by our house. I know it's not. What did he take his tripe for? Where are you at? Because I'm on my way now.
Would you like, my manager's here. Would you like to speak with him, ma'am?
Yeah, put your manager on. Put your manager on. I want to speak to him now.
Hang on a second.
Uh-huh.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes, this is Tommy.
Who?
Tommy.
You're the manager?
This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show, and you just got pranked by your husband, Donovan.
I'm going to kill him and you. What the prank on me? He needs to be out looking for a job that ain't worked in 3 months. Don't play with me like that. Got my blood pressure high.
You all right?
Oh, no, I'm coming down. I'm still coming to get you.
I'm not at baby. You can't come get me.
Oh, you better be glad I love your show. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
He told me, my wife don't tolerate no cheating.
He know I'm crazy. You ain't right. You wrong.
I got one more thing to ask you, though. What is the baddest, and I mean the baddest, radio show in the land?
Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Now, that's the one that'll probably get you jumped on. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That one now. Yeah. That'll get you jumped on. But, you got to take that kind of risk when you prank. When you're pranking, you take these kind of risks. You have to.
But you're doing pharmacy and medication, nephew? That's too far.
Yeah, especially they got that penicillin waiting on us. We know what that's for. So what are we talking about?
Oh, boy.
Hey, man.
That damn penicillin, boy. Oh, you got a lot of explaining to do with that one right there.
Who they see?
That penicillin, that moxicillin, that's waiting on you. Oh, no. Your wife want to know what's happening here.
They say it over the intercom, too.
Oh, your wife want to know exactly what they talk. Okay, now when he came down there, what kind of prescription? What we talking about?
Right. Yeah, what you talking about? What's wrong with him?
That's right. 2019, the Heritage Gala for Bethel AME Church. It is the gala that the nephew will be hosting. The keynote speaker is the one and only, the executive producer of my show, Mr. Will Packer. Tampa, Florida. St. Petersburg, baby. I will be there hosting for the church. Any pointers, Uncle Steve, for the church?
Yep, just try not to cuss.
Okay.
That's all you need.
Yeah.
That's been my whole thing in church, is try not to cuss. And try not to see nobody fine and say nothing out loud, because I've done that. But I always turn
What did you say?
I mean, I know how to do it. I saw, it was years ago, man. I was at this church, and this chick was so fine. She walked right past me, and I just turned it spiritual. I just said, Jesus. And, ain't nobody know who I was talking to. It was a reference to her, but I was calling on the Lord.
Was she that fine, dog?
A dog.
Okay. I know what that means. When you hear that, you know what a brother talking about.
Dog. Almost joined the church. Yeah.
Boy.
That's fine.
And she was on the baptism committee, and I've already been baptized. But I was saying, man, I'll take this suit off and do this again.
All right, here we go. Top of the hour, we got the strawberry letter coming up right after this.
Strawberry.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Time now for today's strawberry letter. And if you need advice on relationship, dating, work, sex, parenting, and more, submit your strawberry letter to steveharveyfm.com and click Submit Strawberry Letter. Our girl Shirley Strawberry is out today. So Steve will read the letter. Nephew Tommy will do the intro. I'll reply. Let's go, crew.
We ought to prank Shirley for the morning up. Just y'all think about that.
Yeah, you think of it. You the prank artist. Yeah. You gotta think of nothing. You got a number. The hell you need us for? Let's go.
Buckle up. Hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is, the strawberry letter.
Subject: I want to live with all 4 women. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Dear Steve and Shirley, I'm a single man that's just enjoying life, and I need some advice. I have 4 women who all love me and want to be with me. I have a child by each one of the women, and I love all of them. But I find it hard to pick one to settle down with because they are all so good to me. I rotate my time with them by going on dates and having sex with them regularly, and they don't seem to have a problem with it. One of them has a few cars, so she lets me keep one of her cars. The other one buys most of my clothes. One lets me live rent-free in one of her rental houses, and one of them is pregnant by me again. So I've been spending most of my time with her lately. I don't know how to tell the other 3 that I'm having another child. See, all these women are like my best friends, and I can't imagine my life without them. So I have an idea that I want to talk to them about. I was thinking it would be great if we could be one big happy family.
Man.
They are. I like that. Boy. Yeah. They all get along and they all love me. So we could have one house and raise the kids together.
What you think?
That. Yeah. I need a highlight out on that one right there.
Yeah, I bet you do.
So we can raise the kids together. I don't know how to bring up the idea to them, especially since a new baby is on the way. I know people may judge me, but these are good girls. And I treat them all with respect.
Oh, really?
It would be easier for me financially to have everyone together. It would be easier for me financially to have everyone together, and I wouldn't have to run around spending time with each one of them. Do you think it would work? Or am I crazy to even ask them to do this? I'm just a father that's trying to do the right thing. Please advise. Come on.
Shut up, man.
Boy,
please.
Shut up, dude.
Right. You're just a father trying to do the right thing. No, you're not. No, you're not. You have a relationship with 4 women, and you have 4 children and 1 on the way. And you're just using these women for sex, and you're keeping them around without a commitment. These women are just settling for your foolishness. They're letting you drive their cars, letting you live rent-free. I mean, and these women, they are professionals. They got property and cars. I mean,
Living
they
my
sound
best
like
life.
they are. Yeah, they're hard-working women, and you say you treat them with respect, and you want them to live under one roof and be sister wives. That's what you that's basically what you're trying to do, and you're not being fair. You're not being fair to your baby mamas or to your children. You are lying to these women, making more babies. You're scared to tell them that you got another baby on the way, but you want them to all live together. This is not going to end well because it's just going to keep happening. You're going to just keep lying and making more babies, and then you're still trying to make them sister wives. You, my friend, sir, you've got to do better. You are being selfish, and you can't be, as you say you want to be a good father. You can't be a good father being selfish. You want your cake and eat it too. You're wrong for that. You need to grow up, be a grown man, take responsibility, commitment.
Yeah. Very good. All right, let's go. Here we go. Subject I want to live with all 4 women. Boy, I love this subject. I love the way you wrote this letter too, dude. I want to just commend you on the way you wrote the letter. But boy, I'm a single man that's just enjoying life, and I need some advice. See right there. I'm a single man just enjoying life, and I need some advice. Right there. That's a crazy statement. I have 4 women who all love me and want to be with me. I have a child by each one of these women, and I love all of them, but I find it hard to pick one to settle down with because they all so good to me. Has a condom crossed your mind?
Come on.
I mean, dog.
Come on,
dog, everybody in your life got a baby, and now you got another one on the way. Has a condom ever crossed your mind while you a single man just enjoying your life? You got 4 babies, man. That's 4 child support payments. How good can you possibly be enjoying your life and all your money is in child support? I rotate my time with them by going on dates and having regular sex with them. They don't seem to have a problem with it. You know why they don't? Because you telling each one of them they the one. That's what I know what you telling them, dog. You can't keep 4 women on the string without saying that. One of them got a few cars, so she let me keep a car. One buy most of my clothes. One let me live rent free on a rental house, and one of them is pregnant by me again. Hold on, let me go back down to this line. It would be easier for me financially to have everybody live together. I wouldn't have to run around spending time. It'd be easier for you financially. You got a free car, free rent, free clothes, and you stay. What's your punk ass need some more financial freedom for?
Wait, Steve.
The hell is you talking about? Come on.
All right, we got part 2. Come on, part 2. Hold it. Steve's response at 23 after the hour.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, let's recap today's crazy. This is an off-the-chain crazy strawberry letter. What you got, Steve?
I got this ignorant-ass man that wrote in
yes.
telling me that he a single man enjoying his life. He needs some advice. He got 4 women all in love with him, and they got a baby by each one of the women, and he finding it hard to pick one to settle down with because they all good to me. Oh, I rotate my time. I go on dates. I have sex with them regularly, and they don't seem to have a problem. I pointed out earlier, they don't have a problem because you are telling each one of them they the one. That they favorite if you going that far, which I don't think you are. You've told each one of them they the one. They don't have a problem with it because you're not telling them how deep you in with each other. You ain't told the one that's giving you free clothes that the other one giving you a free car. You ain't told the one that's giving you a free car that the other one give your ass free rent. You ain't said none of this. I promise you ain't. Boy, you ain't said this to no damn grown-ass woman. The reason they doing this is because they think they helping you with the hopes that you and they baby gonna one day be a family. So now, one of them is pregnant by you again. Once again, just let me stop. I don't know what sex class you took in junior high. They have them in elementary school. It's called a condom.
Yes.
There's a section in the store you can walk down. They so popular now, they lock them up. It's called a condom. Now, I don't know how to tell the other 3 that I'm having a child. Wait a minute, excuse me. You just said you have sex with all of them regularly, and they don't seem to have a problem with it. You just said that. Now you come back down here and say you don't know how to tell them. You tell them. Tell them what you've been telling them. Tell them that you have sex with them regularly, and they cool with it. Everybody know what happened when you have sex regularly without no condom. So they already got babies. They not going to be surprised. All of these women are like my best friend. I can't imagine my life without them. I guess you can't because you ain't got no life without them. You ain't got no car. You ain't got no house. And your ass is naked. You ain't got no clothes. I was thinking, so I have an idea that I want to talk to them about. I was thinking it would be great if we could be one big happy family. Okay, that's what you thinking? That's what you can come up with? I wish you would go in now. They all get along and they all love me so we could have one house and raise the kids together. Now, Carlin hit this on the head. So now you think you white, right? You think you live in Utah and you think you on HBO with a show called Sister Wives. And then he said, do you think it would work or am I crazy? Let me ask you that. These black women.
Come on, Steve, keep it 100.
Do I think this will work? Let me ask you that. Is these black women the hell you think? Go ask your sister with this work. Go ask one of your aunts. Ask your mama. Get your grandma in the room and run this by. Do I think it'll work? Is these women black? Your punk ass. Now let's get on back up to this letter. I don't know how to bring up the idea to them, especially since a new baby is on the way. Now hold up, partner. They all get along. See, you lying in the letter.
Said.
They all know each other. You dog. Now, I know people may judge me, but these are good girls, and I treat them all with respect. First of all, young man, what you really need to do is you need to go get your dictionary. You need to sit down, and I need you to look up to what the definition of respect is. Respect is treating a person the way you would want to be treated yourself. Respect is honoring a person's wishes, even if they defy your own wishes. That's what respect is. Respect is honoring a person's will to have a right to do their choice in life and you accepting that in spite of. That's what respect is. You don't know what it is.
How would he feel
It would
if they
be
wanted
easier
another man?
for me financially to have everybody together, and I wouldn't have to run around spending time with each other. See, you're tired, ain't you?
Exhausted.
You're tired.
You gotta be exhausted.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. See, this that you just described to me, Tommy and Junior. This is a wear your ass out situation.
It is.
No. Do you have any idea how hard it is to please one woman?
Man.
Boy,
Yes.
do you did the
Yes.
job.
Yes.
The job of raising a happy family. One woman with 4 kids. You got 4 women with 4 kids and 1 on the way. Boy,
You daddy everywhere you go.
Boy, you don't know who you wrote this letter to.
Man.
Then you say at the end of the letter, I'm just a father that's trying to do the right thing. Please advise. Here's what a father trying to do the right thing does. He takes care of his children. You are now about to be the father of 5. I have probably a little bit more than you do.
Oh, man.
Brother, just take care of them kids. Be a man. Pick you a woman. Treat her like a queen. Because like Tommy said, how would you like if they came and told you they had 4 extra dudes?
Come on, man. You ain't hearing that.
All right,
How
Steve.
would you like
Hearing
that?
that?
No.
Boy,
Well, running rag. He's
So,
tired.
guys, you can email or Instagram us your thoughts on today's
tired,
Strawberry
man.
Letter at Steve Harvey FM. I
this
can't stand
Tuesday, I
him.
gotta go over Sheila's house.
Strawberry Letter Podcast on demand. Now, coming up at 46 after the hour, today is National Voter Registration Day. We got some business.
Come on,
to handle.
baby. It's
We'll
that
talk
time.
about it
Yeah.
right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Today is National Voter Registration Day. Every year, millions of Americans find themselves unable to vote because they miss a registration deadline, don't update their registration, or they just aren't sure how to register. So I want you right now, we want you to go to nationalvoterregistration.org to register to vote. You can also find out about voter registration deadlines by state, voting times, locations, whether or not you're eligible to register, and more. That's nationalvoterregistration.org. And Steve, Tommy Jr.
Yeah.
Steve, first let's start with you. Please tell people the importance of registering to vote and voting. We got to get this done. Tell
Here's
me,
the
Steve.
thing that I would say to everybody about the importance of registering. If you don't register to vote, Donald Trump will be president for 4 more years.
There should be a line of people out right now.
And if you think that this is the example of what the president should be as an example for your children, is something wrong with you. I'm having a hard time with the Republican Party, who seems to allow him to get away with whatever. And because of position, power, and money, they're willing to lay down their supposed values of their great party. The GOP is supposed to be the heartthrob of America. It's supposed to be the party of principles. But you're allowing the President of the United States not to adhere to any of those principles. So, family, he done paid off the hooker, and he done bought the the Playboy bunny in his house while he married. That's okay.
Karen McDougal, Stormy Daniels,
That's okay.
all of that.
His lawyer has told you that he did these things by orders of him, the president. But because he's a sitting president, he can't be indicted. That's okay. He's talked about women in degrading ways. He's talked about Native American people. He doesn't care about children at the border. He thinks that if you come south and your skin ain't white, something's wrong with you being in this country. And if you think that the slogan, Make America Great Again, applies to you, when was America better for us as black people? So where are they trying to take us back to? If that don't make you vote, then let him be president again.
Wow. Well said.
Well said, Steve
Way to
Harvey.
go, huh?
Well
Yep.
said.
Yes, nationalvoterregistration.org. Register to vote today. Coming up at the top of the hour, September is Sickle Cell Awareness Month. And Junior, you're going to tell us about it and tell us about your foundation at the top of the hour.
It
Kier's
sure
Hope,
is.
That's your foundation.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, we're back. Junior is standing by to tell us about National Sickle Cell Awareness Month. And we were talking about today is National Voter Registration Day. And Nephew Tommy, you want to, yeah.
Can we put these voter registrations, can we put them in Chick-fil-A and Popeye? Because that's where everybody at. Line wrap around the damn building.
That's where they at.
That's where everybody at.
Hey, Tommy, won't stand in line and vote, but line up all around the building for a damn chicken sandwich.
A chicken sandwich, man.
That ain't going to do nothing but change your waistline. Ain't got nothing to do with your damn life.
Exactly.
Right.
That's it.
Right.
Yeah.
I love that, Tommy. You got that right. Stand in line for Jordans, Kanye sneakers, all of that. Chicken sandwiches,
Dog,
concerts,
spend the night outside. Apple get that new damn phone.
Yeah.
Yes.
You pitching up tents.
Get your butt out there. Register to vote. National Voter Registration Day is today. And also, too, go to Steve Harvey FM on social media, Instagram, Facebook. We got a lot of celebrities talking about the importance of voting. Felicia Rashad, Tina Knowles, Beyonce mom. So I want you to go to social media and check that out.
If this doesn't get you turnout to vote, I don't know what to do. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. And not just voting in the federal election. You got to vote in your local election. You got to keep voting. You can't just wait for the presidential election to vote. You got to vote for the mayor, the judges, the sheriff's department, all of this, Congress, House, Democrats, Senate. You have to keep voting in your community. You got to keep doing it, guys. This is the problem. Now he's the president, and then he has a Republican-ran Congress that's going to give him everything he wants.
Yeah.
You got to keep voting
all
the time,
and
all
because
the elections.
even if
Senate,
the House votes to pass something, the Senate won't. Because, and we've understood this. Listen to me. They don't care about what's right or wrong. No. They only care about the party. It's party over country now. If it was country over party, they would not allow him to get away with what he's getting away with. But he can feel like he can do anything. The Democrats spent $30-some million on the Mueller report that turned up nothing of real value. But the stuff that they did turn out, where he said that he could have pressed charges, but you can't indict a sitting president, the stuff that they did come up with that was questionable, the House can't act on it because they don't think it's strong enough to get it past the Senate. The Senate is ignoring it because it's their guy.
Yeah, Republican. The majority.
And as long as he's the president, they are in power, they in position, and they in the money. And they not giving up power, position, or money for their country. This is the most ridiculous government we've ever seen. And all he does is try to rescind everything Barack Obama has done. Yeah. Why would you rescind the Fair Water Act? Who does that?
Who finds that?
Who wants to get rid of clean water?
Right.
The Emissions Act. He wants that done away with in California.
Yeah.
Oh man, this dude, man, is just trying to destroy this man's presidency this is a cut off your nose to spite your face move. This dude is the worst. And he's fighting real hard for re-election because he knows if he's not president, here come the indictments. He knows if he's not president, here comes the indictments because New York is sitting there waiting.
Yeah. All right, y'all got to register to vote. Okay, Junior, September being National Sickle Cell Awareness Month. Tell us about it and how you doing? How you feeling, Junior? I know you were sick.
Yeah, I'm feeling
Not
good.
feeling too good.
You know, I'm feeling good now. You know, I'm on my meds and
That's
everything.
good.
But, you know, one thing about, Sickle Cell Awareness Month, I'm really proud of the strides they're really making in sickle cell. You know, there's gene therapy, stem cell research still going on, and it's making a lot of great strides. And also, you know, my foundation, Kier's Hope, just works to change the shape of sickle cell. You know, I really just want to help people with sickle cell, not just the people with sickle cell, but their entire families.
Hold that thought, Junior, because we want to continue that conversation. We'll come back at 20 after. Junior will tell us more about his foundation and the work he's doing. Kier's Hope. We'll be back at 20 after.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Okay, Junior, so last break you were telling us about your foundation, Kier's Hope. September is National Sickle Cell Awareness Month, so tell us about your foundation.
It is. Well, my foundation works to take care of the family of the child who has sickle cell, I mean, one thing you have to understand is that when you have a sickle cell crisis, it affects the entire family. I couldn't believe my parents had to take off work because I got sick. And everybody showed up and they can't take off, and that's salary and that's income that's lost from the house. So around the Christmas time, for the last 6 years, I've been buying families Christmases in different cities around the country every year, man. And so right now I've donated up to $60,000 so far, my own money.
Wow,
and let me tell you something else though that was really big. This past June, everybody knows I have my 5K run every June in the city of Dallas. And man, it really made me proud that the state of Texas, my home state, they made Here's Hope Month for the entire month of June in the state of Texas.
Right.
And the city gave me a provocation, man. I just thank God, man, that I'm able to be an example.
Junior, let me ask you something. Have you ever done stem cell for sickle cell? Have you ever done stem cell?
I haven't done it. I might be a little too old.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to see.
Okay.
Why don't you try it?
Yeah.
What you mean too old?
I'll just see,
Okay.
I'll look into it.
Tell everybody the website, the information for Kier's Hopes.
It's Kier's Hope, KIERS, KiersHope.org. That's KiersHope.org. If you'd like to donate, we would greatly appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you, Junior. All right, more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show. We'll have trending news, a little bit more fun, music, all of that at 33 after the hour.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
In today's entertainment news, check this out, guys. This is really sad. Real Housewives of Atlanta star Kenya Moore and her husband Mark Daly have called it quits after just 2 years of marriage. Kenya released a statement saying, "It is with profound sadness that I regret to inform my fans that I'm divorcing my husband Mark Daly." Kenya went on, she told People magazine, "Due to recent and ongoing circumstances, I can no longer continue in the marriage." And then she went on to say, "My sole concern and focus will always be with my daughter, Brooklyn, her miracle baby." Junior, you know what? There's some rumors out on some of the blogs that are saying that Kenya is actually Mark's second wife and that he had other kids from a previous marriage. Now, that's a rumor. Don't know if that's completely true, but...
Yeah, but what that got, I mean, if that's true, what
I don't know if she knew that. It seems like the rumor is trying to say that she didn't know these things because her and her husband was just on the Tamron Hall show last week, and she was talking about he was the love of, her life and her husband. So it's just some weird stuff, weird rumors going on about that. So it's just really sad to see
I wish
their
they
marriage.
could work through it because,
Me too.
Marriage is a fight, man.
Yeah. It's work.
It's a lot of work, and it's not. When I say it's a fight, it's a fight worth having a lot of times. If you're with the right person, you got to fight for your marriage sometimes, If you're with the right person, it's not smooth sailing. I don't care what anybody portrays it out to be.
Right.
It's not smooth sailing. Nothing is. Your job
it's not a
ain't
bed of
smooth
roses every day.
No.
It's just not.
There's some days where it's the greatest thing ever happened to you. And then there's some days you be looking upside the head going, the hell I married him for? The hell did I marry him for?
Yes,
I'm pretty sure Marjorie has looked at me several times and went, why did I marry? He crazy. My husband is crazy. I know.
I know my wife just said, I know.
I think she used another term, though.
Hey.
Like what? Like what, Steve? Like what?
I don't know. I'm just thinking. I don't think crazy it, though.
Yeah. So, I don't know. It's really sad about Kenya and Mark. Hopefully, I don't know. Maybe they can do some kind of reconciliation, turn things around.
For her to go on, I think, but this reality thing, this whole
reality
my
television.
Fans, I'm sorry. It brings me great regret. Hey, stop writing your story. Just, live your life. Everybody ain't got to know everything about you because you might get a chance to work this out if you keep it out the public eye.
Well, she's back on reality. They're shooting the current season or the next season of Real Housewives of Atlanta. So she's a reality star. So her life is out there. She put it out there. Once you be on reality,
decided to do that.
I'll tell you
TV, that's it. All right, coming up, Steve's closing remarks at 49 after the hour.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, it is the last break of the day. Time for you to take us home on this Tuesday. It was a good day today.
Yeah, it's a good day.
A lot of information on the show today.
Yeah.
And what you got for us? Drop some
All
jewels.
right, in my closing remarks, I try to mix it up. Yesterday, I talked about comfort and convenience, and how in order to build a life of convenience, convenience is built through inconvenience, and to build a life of comfort, you have to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. And these are just true statements. Now, here's something else I want to share with you. This is a little bit more direct. This is everybody. People oftentimes ask me, Steve, why do you talk about faith? This is just from my own experience. I have no other way to explain how I've gotten to where I am today had it not been for my faith, had it not been for my mother, who was a Sunday school teacher, who taught me about God, who taught me about prayer, taught me about faith, who taught me about having a relationship with God. Had it not been for that teaching right there, I wouldn't be here today. Now, there are people who will tell you that they have become successful without a relationship with God. And that can happen. Will it last? No. But it can happen. But the reason it won't last is because there will come a point in time in your life where you will have to know God. And if you don't know him, there will come a point in time in your life where you will wish you did. There will become a point in time in your life where you will call his name as you've never called it before. It happens to us all. It will happen. Before you leave here, you will acknowledge the fact that he exists. Now, here's the upside. Because God is not a God that he wants us to have this life of fear and, oh my God, if I don't do this, I ain't gonna get this. God is really not that way. God comes to give you life and give you life more abundantly. Here's a reason I enjoy my faith. Here's the reason I enjoy having a relationship with God. See, so many people, I don't want to go to hell, and I want, whoa. Let's talk about the positivity of it. There are some good reasons for having faith. There's some great reasons for having a relationship with God. This relationship with God I feel safe. I don't fear things. I'm not afraid of what somebody can do to me. I'm not afraid of a decision that a company can make about me. I'm not fretful of what anybody may think about my income. I feel safe. I'm reassured that when something goes contrary to what I thought was going to happen, guess what? I'm reassured because of my faith and my relationship with God that too going to work out on my behalf. Also, I enjoy this relationship because I have a constant guide. I constantly can ask God for guidance and he'll give it to me. My guide happens to be a king, but this king is also my best friend. This relationship that I have with him, he is my best friend and my king. Man, don't you know it's kind of cool having a king as your best friend who can make decisions, man, who can help you out, who got answers, who got resources, who has a way out, who can be with you through everything you're going through and never leave you. My king is my best friend. I enjoy, because of my faith and my relationship, I enjoy having his companionship, a place that I can go to get real answers, somebody I can talk to about anything. I'm talking about, man, I done been in some trouble. I done been sick. I done been counted out. But because he's my companion, I can talk to him about anything. And you know what I really love about my relationship and my faith? He got answers. He got real answers, man. He got real. I don't care what your situation is. He got answers. There's scriptures written about everything you're going through. There's actually prayers about everything you're going through. You ain't running across nothing new. I don't care nothing about technology and none of that. You're running into nothing new. This stuff they saying about you on the internet, they talked about Jesus. He didn't do nothing to nobody. He gives me inspiration. There's so many stories that I can read about, so many incidents in scriptures that I can get inspired, man, that God don't really ever leave you. I'm so reassured that he's with me every step of the way, that he didn't bring me this far to leave me, that all things work for the good to those who love him. It's so many things that I have inspired me, man. When I get up, when I'm through praying, that I just feel better. That's why I like my faith and my relationship with God. You should just look into it, man. You ain't got to be perfect to have one. You just want to have to talk to him. Just start talking to him. That's all you got to do. All right? Those are my closing remarks today. Dig, y'all have a great weekend.
Right there.
Y'all have a good one, man. I'm out. See y'all Friday.
No.
What? Mars Wednesday. What are you
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.